Welcome everybody, it's Tellum and I got for you guys a pretty cool video, and as you guys could probably already tell, this is why I still believe there's a larger Easter egg inside the giant, and it's just not the perk spawning in or just the fly Easter egg. And I'm going to tell you guys everything why I think it is why, and everything I think why, and some ideas on what it could be. And I'll explain why I haven't done these ideas myself later, but let me just go and tell you exactly why I think it is. So the first thing I want to do, I want you guys to listen to some radio quotes and a few Edward Richtofen quotes, and I'll let you guys listen right now.
Hey, other me. If you're hearing this, then it means that something's gone foobar. We're going to plan B. Stick to that crap bastard like glue. We need to find out what the hell he has been doing and what he's going to do. We may be able to get a fix on your location if you can trigger one of the Paradox visualizations. Good luck. We're all counting on you. Oh, wait. Whatever you do, don't get too close to the radioactive beacon. It makes your hair fall out.
Remember what I told you, Edvard. The scars left by Samantha's past actions allow us to communicate across the rift. Follow my words. I will find you. When you release the beacon, I will secure your extraction and destroy the site. Remember, the burden is yours to carry, Edvard. The others must never know the truth.
I know what I'm doing. The beacon will allow Maxis to find us. Let us resume. We must secure our extraction from this cursed place.
Okay, and if that doesn't convince you enough, I'm going to talk more about those radio quotes in a second, but I wanted to show you these other two things. Of course, this is about the DG3, and if you guys don't know what the DG3 is, when you pack punch the DG2, it gives you the DG3. So I'm going to play you these two quotes from Dempsey and Nikolai.
Maybe this'll buy me enough time to send out the beacon. Get the fuck out of this damn place once and for all.
Perhaps such firepower may allow us to live long enough to trigger beacon. Wait, what did I say?
I see it. The beacon is lit. I know where and when you are. Sooner or later, I will find you. Together, we will ensure a better future for the children.
Okay, now that you heard all that stuff, now let me tell you why. And I also did play the Maxis Fly Easter egg. I forgot to mention it was a little surprise, but let me tell you why. Because let's first talk about the radio quotes. The radio quotes, especially the one with Dempsey, the future Dempsey. He says he's there talking to him, and then he tells him that if they can get a fix on their something location, a bunch of stuff I forgot that he said, then we'll be able to pinpoint them and then extract them. And it was but he also said one other thing that really kind of oh, that's amazing. I don't know, I can't think of the word right now, but he said, don't get too close to the beacon. The radiation will make your hair fall out. So maybe this is saying that the beacon that we have to send up or light or whatever is closer to the ground. You can actually get close to it. So obviously, he had to get pretty close to it to make his hair fall out compared to the other characters, because unless the other characters did lose their hair, but they didn't mention it. But I can't imagine that. And of course, the Edward Richtofen quote I did play was just showing you other reasons why I think they would leave this map, because I cannot imagine in their head why Treyarch would not make this map with a larger Easter egg. Come on, this is a remake of Deriza. Come on, there has to be something more. They can't just do that. And plus, why put in all these quotes about this? Now to talk about the DG3 when you pack punch it. Both Dempsey and Nikolai, they both say it'll buy them time or something similar to that before they can light the beacon. So maybe they're implying that you have to do it on a higher round or later on, just something further on. You have to just wait until that. That's what I'm assuming. And same thing with the reason I played Maxis when you complete the fly Easter egg. It's just when he says it, he says sooner or later. So maybe you still have to wait until he actually gets it. But of course, this is all just I'm guessing and all that good stuff. But don't you dare think I'm done there. So that is all the stuff. I have reasons why I believe this is it. Now it's to get on to ideas I have that the Easter egg, like what you could do that people have missed. And of course, if you've done any of this stuff in the past or know of anybody doing it before, tell me, for we can just mark that off the list. So the first thing I wanted to say is that if you guys listen to the quotes of the character, I'm going to specifically play Dempsey's because his was the easiest to obtain for me, but he always talked about the monkey. So the monkey, in his quotes, he was just talked a lot about. So I thought, wait, let's look for other things they talked about a lot in it too. And another thing is he was calling Betty. At first I couldn't figure out what it was, and then I started playing and I figured out it's a trip mine, because bouncing Betties and the trip mine pretty much the same thing. And that's what they were. So I'm going to let you listen to a few quotes of what he says about the trip mine.
Hey, meat freaks, I got a lady you should meet. Her name's Betty. This should tear him into ittle bitty bits. Betty, I don't know how you work, but I sure am glad you're looking out for me. And they say good things don't come in small packages. Ha! Can't ever have enough of these.
Okay, now that you've listened to those, maybe the trip mine has a part in it, because he did play some monkey, because he did talk about the monkeys a lot. And don't you think I'm done even there? There's more things he talks about. There's a quote where he always talks about two guns, and I'll play you those quotes in a little bit, but I'm going to play you with those quotes some quotes he says when he gets an SMG. So what I'm implying with playing these at the same time is that maybe the SMGs, you have to get dual SMGs or something like that, and you have to do something with them, which I have an idea that I will mention later. But let me let you listen to the SMGs, then you can listen to where he's talking about how he already has dual handguns.
A little light, but it deals out the death just fine. Small, lightweight, slings bullets. That belongs in my fun book. Let the lead slinging good times roll. Rapid fire lead slinger spreading peace around the battlefield. Ooh-ah, an SMG. Now I just need one for my other hand. Nothing like an SMG. Little gun, lots of holes. Look out, tanks armed to the nines. I've always wanted two guns at the same time. My fantasy, your nightmare. Enough love for both hands. Good, bad, I'm the guy with two guns. This is what you gotta bring to a kill 'em party.
Okay, now that you guys have heard that, like he says, when you pull the SMGs, he says, if I can only get two of these now, then, well, he just says if I could just get two of these, but when he actually has the two guns, he actually has a lot of quotes about them. Of course, all the other characters have quotes similar to these. I just thought it'd be too much to play every single character's quotes on the same thing. But trust me, I've listened to all the quotes from every character so many times over, and there's so many of them. So you're going to have to trust me that I have. But they talk about, the SMGs one is just something I'm assuming, but he does talk about two dual guns. So I'm not too sure if he means two, like the SMGs, you have to use two SMGs, or you're just, maybe just Mustang and or no, actually it's called Texas and Death in this game. But that is another idea I had in my head. Then another weapon he had a bunch of quotes on was obviously the ray gun. I'll play you some of these real fast.
Sweet! Ray gun! Hey guys, I got the ray gun. There's my pretty little baby. Mwah! Ray buddy, how you been? I've been traveling through time, kicking ass.
And as you guys can see, there's just more quotes on the ray gun, so maybe the ray gun has something to do. I can't really imagine the ray gun having a big part in this Easter egg, but whatever. Also, I did play some quotes from the DG2 and DG3, well, mainly just the DG3, but actually, let me just mention how you do activate that DG3 quote is you have to actually, right as you pack punch the DG2 and pull it out, he'll say it. But those are things. So I am certain that you have to do something with the DG3 inside this Easter egg, because it just mentioned something, and I just don't know. But that's it I have for quotes. Now, let me tell you a few things I found inside the game. But this one I found that nobody else on YouTube has really seen it. I've tried searching things, but I cannot find it anywhere. But that there's, if you guys remember back in Origins, when the weather would change, then you would be able to dig up some ice staff parts. But nobody really looked for a weather change inside this unless they did and just never posted. But what I found is that it's always snowing it all the time, but there's one weather change in it. And I'll have it up right now if you guys haven't already noticed. That's pretty foggy compared to when it normally is. And for some reason, I cannot always play a game and there's always a foggy around. It's rather I miss it or something. And when I play it back in theater mode, the fog is not there. So I'm not sure if that's actually a thing that they're hiding inside theater mode, or it's just something that, I don't know, just the game is messing up. But I'd like to believe that this fog actually has something to do in it. I'll have pictures of it versing like normal versus how it looks when it's foggy. But keep that in your head. Maybe try some certain experiments and just stuff like that during these fog rounds if you run into them. Now, another thing, I found grenades. You can actually buy regular frag grenades off the wall. You guys probably already know, but which I didn't think too much into at first. And then I saw that there's 3, and I'll have a video coming up now that the one grenade spawn is by teleporter Z, A, B, and C. So they're all by teleporters. So I'm not sure what you're going to do with it. And the only other thing besides the grenade and the teleporters being there together is these paw marks. I see them on the wall everywhere. Oh no, I just see 3. If I've missed one, please tell me. I don't know. I can't find. I found one in teleporter Z, A, and C, I believe. I think those are the 2 I found it in. And then in Z, B, I cannot find any dog part or just paw marks. And I just cannot find any of those anywhere. So if you guys have seen another one that I have missed, tell me for sure as fast as you can down in the comments. But maybe these paw marks have something to do. Maybe they have nothing to do, and the grenades have something to do. But those are the relations I found between those where the grenades are spawning. But for certain, there is the 3 teleporters all by them. Then, like I said earlier, the trip mines, I already mentioned those. I don't know why I mentioned that again. But another thing I was trying, see, I'm experimenting for everything. And what you guys have to understand, I'm always playing solo because I have nobody else to go Easter egg hunting with. I have nobody I know or I know online is willing to go Easter egg hunting with me, so it's kind of bad. I would really appreciate if somebody would help me out. Would need 3 whole players. I cannot find anybody. I would need 3 other players to help me do this, but everybody just gets away from me when I try to go Easter egg hunting. But back to what's important. The traps, maybe, because if you look at it, Treyarch has been using things that were in past inside Deriza, like the teleporters you used to spawn the Perkin, that what teleporters existed back then. The Easter egg fly trap, that's just the remake except a little different. Then on top of that, there's well, not really on top of that, that's it. But if you look at it, maybe if you activate all the traps, even though there's only 3, which why I don't really think. I'm just throwing out suggestions, trying it out because I can't try it out myself. I really would love to, but as you guys can see, I'll have a video of myself trying it out in the background, and it didn't work. I ran from one to the other and didn't really activate or do anything. So that didn't happen. That didn't work when I was by myself. But maybe if you activate them together, I don't know. Remember, I'm just throwing out anything I can think of. And then another thing, like I said, that they're like trying to bring back things that happened in Deriza and trying to reuse them to just, I don't know, just to reuse them, I guess. And then another thing, remember dog rounds. Dog rounds kind of disappeared, and they're not inside any other. They haven't been in zombies. They weren't in zombies in Black Ops 2. Or in Shadows of Evil, obviously. So maybe you have to do something during these dog rounds. Maybe you have to shoot the paws, because I've actually tried this before. You know, the paw marks I was mentioning earlier, they are just there, I tried shooting them with Annihilator. I tried shooting them with ray gun, DG2, DG3, just normal guns. But I can't do it myself. But maybe you have to shoot them together. But as also you guys did forget to mention this earlier, but there's 2 paw marks inside one of the spawns. Did forget to mention that. But now I mentioned it now. Hopefully you guys are still watching if you made it to that part. But like maybe I've tried it before, shooting it with an Annihilator. I shot it with normal guns. Like I said, I shot it with everything during dog rounds, during the fog round, during normal rounds. Nothing ever happened for me. But I did not try shooting with the SMG. See, that's what I was talking about when it was with dual guns, because there's that one place that has 2 dog paw spots, and maybe you have to use dual guns there. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. That's one thing I have not tried. But that pretty much says it for that. But there's 2 more things I wanted to mention. This one's a little smaller, of course. I keep repeating it, but I've kept repeating it, I should say. But I'm just throwing out ideas. Remember this. This is just ideas from my head. I want you guys to go try out yourself. But then if you look up here, I'll have a video playing. If you look right here, I'm here just shooting at it with anything I can, there's these 4 poles here. So remember, we're setting up a beacon. So when you send up a beacon, you have to shoot it up, right? You have to like send it away. So I tried looking at areas where the highest part, so I don't really know where it is. So just kind of look for areas like this, because this is one I found pretty interesting, and I couldn't really figure out anything about it. I've looked at it and any way I can think of, tried throwing anything, shooting anything. I threw a monkey up there. Actually didn't make it, fell off, but whatever. And that's that. And there's just one more thing I want to mention to you guys before I go. And I'll have these things going up on screen. You guys can see, you've probably seen at least 2 of these things before. There's these codes, these really weird codes inside the map, just taped inside zombie spawns. And the other one is not. I'll get to that one in a second. But these numbers and letters, they make no literal sense to me. If you guys have any ideas in the world what they could be, tell me for sure down. I've been trying to figure out, maybe you have to do something between all 3. Maybe you have to decode them all together. But I'm not good with that kind of stuff, at least not now. Maybe I can try to get more involved. I know I'm guilty of, I haven't been doing that good of research into these. I really should have, but I've just been having some issues lately with some stuff. But that is that. And then there's this last one I want to show you. This one is super weird. I have no idea what it is. It's like these little, these red things, and I don't know. I just can't figure out what these are. If you guys have any ideas what the heck this thing is, then tell me for sure. Again, can't ask enough for you guys to tell me what you guys think, because I'm so stupid. I don't know how you pronounce it. Whatever. And I have just no idea what any of this is, and this is some good stuff. But that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's kind of long, but I hope you guys stay to the end, because it's some pretty cool stuff. But tell me for sure what you think. If you think that the Easter egg's already finished, it was just a bonus map, come on dude, there's nothing left, come on, this is a waste of video. Or are you on me with this thing that there has to be something more? If I haven't convinced you in this video, then I don't think anything can. But hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you think. Is it really a zombie? Is this really just a bonus map, or is there something more? Is there a bigger Easter egg that no way is figured out, even after more than 2 weeks of being released? It's almost like 2.5 weeks of the time I'm recording this. But like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome zombies multiplayer and all the good stuff inside Black Ops 3. And I'll catch you guys on my next video. Ow, I punched that thing. What the crap? That hurts. Punch my desk.